And after that, we'll have Mr. Michael Brown, who is the founder and leader of the CrowdHelix platform, which is a very interesting platform. The university we've joined a few years ago, in 2018, and we found it really beneficial because we can be connected with other partners both in academia and industry very easily. And we've also managed to participate in certain consortia, and we have also won certain Horizon 2020 now Horizon Europe projects, which would not have been possible if we were not part of this network. So yes, Michael will be giving us an overview. And remember that this CrowdHelix platform is available to all university academics and researchers. They can have their own account, they can post their own partner searchers, and they can also join existing consortia. So very excited about that too.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Brown, and I am one of the directors and co-founders at CrowdHelix. We're a network and a platform that is designed to help better connect organizations and people, researchers and innovators in order to do collaboration. So we set up the network really as an idea at the beginning of Horizon 2020 to really help academia and industry connect better in order to do collaboration. As many of you will know, the composition of consortiums have changed in comparison to previous framework programs, where perhaps under framework 5, 6 and 7, the composition of the networks that were funded were typically research heavy. And if we move forward to Horizon 2020 and now Horizon Europe, the networks are very much in the area, typically in the area of applied research, higher levels of technology readiness. The projects are now very big, ambitious, multi-sectoral, multidisciplinary, and as an organization, as a researcher or as an SME, how do you make yourself visible to prospective coordinators? And also, if you're a coordinator, how do you find the right types of partners, well, the very best organizations and people in order for you to build the best team to be successful in this space? This need has been in a way compounded or accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic. It's now very difficult, sometimes it's actually impossible to go to brokerage events in person. The big info days that you would normally have in response to the launch of calls are very different nowadays. So most of the participations are done technologically now, if at all. And what we provide at CrowdHelix is a solution that will help organizations and people to profile themselves, link their profiles to prospective opportunities and to prospective collaborators. And then we at CrowdHelix facilitate these partnerships in order to drive new collaborations and hopefully new projects that are funded. So we set up the idea back at the start of Horizon 2020, and we have since also built our own technology matchmaking platform, which is our own in-house tool. We have our own software development team. And just on the right-hand side here, you've got some statistics about the number of opportunities and collaborators. So the collaborators it looks like the opportunities is the number of posts where people are seeking a prospective collaborator, if they're a coordinator or a partner looking for a coordinator. Then we have the number of users, which is 6,525. We have fast approaching 500 organizations, and even today, so this number of 50 countries has changed even today. So we've actually had a new country paying member of CrowdHelix who joined today from China. So that number of 50 is now actually 51. So this is an animation. I won't play it for you, but you can have a look at the animation online if you go to our website and you're interested to see a snapshot, a visual snapshot of what we do in the 2 or 3 minute window. Then please feel free to check that out and click on the play button on our website. And basically our membership of organisations falls into 3 categories. This is the first category, what we call RTOs. So we have around 100 RTO members from all over Europe and even outside of Europe. You'll see the name, you'll see the icons and logos of these organisations on the right-hand side. From Malta, we have the University of Malta as one of our members, who are very active, and I'm delighted to say that we've been able to help to facilitate a number of successful collaborations that have resulted in projects being funded that have been helped to be facilitated by CrowdHelix with the University of Malta in recent years. And actually, Malta is one of our University of Malta is one of our real success stories in this space. One area that we're very keen also to focus in on as a connector is the focus on widening participation as well. We feel that there are lots of excellent organisations and people who are brilliant at what they do, but really are in regions that are perhaps underconnected or underprofiled. And what we're trying to do is use technology to help create more visibility and connectivity for these organisations and people to a broader network of excellent organisations who are members at CrowdHelix. So widening participation is very much a priority for us at CrowdHelix going forward. The other tier of members that we have is multinational or corporate members. So we have about 20 of these at present. Here on the right hand side, you will see a number of these, many of these brands you will already be familiar with. And the underbelly of our network is really made up of innovative SMEs, of which we have around 400 members, covering all areas of research and innovation. And really, these 3 groups are the main types of organisation members. We do have some others like NGOs and think tanks and some hospitals, for example. But the main composition of our network is really RTOs, SMEs, and multinational corporations. Here are just some statistics of what our network has been able to achieve. This is obviously moving data because it's large data from Horizon 2020. I think the big figure that we would like to point towards is that, roughly speaking, our network of organisations has secured around about 10% of the entire budget of Horizon 2020, and we have not been directly responsible for all of this at CrowdHelix. The reason why we show this statistic is it demonstrates the quality of the network of organisations that we have as part of our network, and it hopefully encourages organisations to be proactive and participate in its activities, knowing that these organisations are very active and also successful in this space. So these are the members' benefits. We're really trying to help to connect organisations and people. We're trying to help them to deliver pioneering innovative projects. Obviously, unlocking your organisation's innovation potential, whether you are an RTO or a business, a big business or small business. And obviously, we're trying to boost your organisation's potential to access future EU framework programme funding and also other types of international funding as well. The way that the network is structured is around what we call helixes. So these are virtual technology clusters. We have, I think, just over 30 of these live at the moment. Some of these, well, most of these you will see here on this slide. Some of them are broad areas like health and digital, and then some other areas are more customized and specific, for example, like virtual reality or vascular disease. And the broad helixes have been born out of one of our RTO members wanting to lead that area, and we build virtual communities around them. And the more specific helixes are born out of projects that CrowdHelix has been funded, where we come into a project and deliver impact acceleration by building a virtual community around the project consortium and using the platform and the network to accelerate the project's impact activities. So just a snapshot of the platform itself. This is what a post looks like. I won't spend too much time on this now because Case will give you a quick demo shortly. And this is what one of the Helix pages look like. Here you'll see obviously some high-level stats of some of the stuff, the activities that are happening. And this is an example here of like a post that's been made by an organisation and then a response to that post. Again, Case will give you an example of how this works in practice shortly. I think what the thing I would like to just focus on just for a minute or two is the fact that we're using technology. We're using something called a recommender engine within the CrowdHelix platform that helps to connect, or match profiles of our organizations and our people and match them through a machine learning algorithm to the opportunities that are posted. So if I'm a coordinator and I post a particular opportunity on the platform and it says I'm looking for a particular type of expertise in a certain area, once that post is made live, then the platform as recommender engine will then scrape all of the profile data on our platform and then look for tags and keywords and then recommend the suggested best collaborators that are aligned with the post's requirements. So what we're trying to do is really use technology to better connect organizations' needs to the profiles and expertise that we have across our network and embedded within our platform. One thing I would just like to finish on really now is here are some success stories. So if you want to have a look at these, you can find this on our website under CrowdHelix Success. And then one other point I would like to mention before finishing and handing over to Case is the fact that a new model of development which we brought in recently at CrowdHelix is where we would develop a helix for a project that's funded. Here we use CrowdHelix comes in as a impact acceleration partner. In the last couple of years, we've won 14 projects applying this model, and we come in as an SME based in Ireland. And here we would look to write and lead on Section 2.2 measures to accelerate impact. We've had lots of very good positive feedback from this approach in the evaluation summary reports we've received. Applying this model, it's called our Helix Impact Model. And my offer to you, if anyone is looking to coordinate a project and is looking for some additional support or firepower in the area of impact and impact acceleration, then we would be very happy to have a discussion with any of you to see how we could develop this model or within the proposal. I think we've since won, in the last year or so, won 4 projects applying this model with the University of Malta. One project was called Prime VR, which is in virtual reality. And a couple of other projects are in cultural heritage and sustainable cities. And there's one other project, I think it's in solar energy, which is called A-Step. So these 4 projects have been born out of, partly born out of the facilitation that's been made with CrowdHelix coming in as an impact acceleration partner. So if anyone is looking for some additional support on that front to help to basically enhance the Section 2.2 of the proposal that you may be leading, then please feel free to let us know. And we'll be happy to have a conversation. This is our team. We're based in the UK, Ireland, and Portugal, and Spain. The team is really broken down into 2 parts, which is our software development team and the network management aspect of the team, which also manages and implements the helixes and projects that we get funded. And now I'd like to just thank you for your time and hand over to Case, who will just give you a very quick demo of the actual platform and how you'll be able to basically profile yourself and hopefully get some value from what we're offering. Okay? Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. If you can stop sharing your screen. Yeah, great. Perfect. All right, so hi, my name is Kay Sturgens, and I am Network Development Manager for CrowdHelix based in London. As Michael mentioned, I'm going to share my screen and give you a quick walkthrough of the CrowdHelix platform, kind of a high-level overview, the main points and features so that you can get started profiling yourselves and using the platform as a way to connect with partners. Michael, can you see my screen?
I can, yes.
Brilliant, thanks. So important to note, anybody at the University of Malta with an email domain from the organization can access this platform right now. Just go to crowdhelix.com/sign up, and you will find your organization in the drop-down menu here, written in Maltese, and you can sign in. So Michael has already taken you through some of the points I was going to touch on, but just to show you again, 1,255 individual opportunities posted. So these are researchers offering or seeking expertise, usually for upcoming Horizon Europe opportunities. 6,500 plus individuals. These are researchers from academia and industry, 464 members based in 50 countries. The first thing you see are all opportunities posted across all areas of interest that Michael has flagged. These are the Helix communities, as mentioned. The broader ones here are the original ones designed to reflect the thematic challenges of Horizon 2020. And now we're adding new ones focused on Horizon Europe. And then the more narrowly focused ones like aquaculture or circular plastics are stemming from our impact acceleration model, which usually falls under section 2.2, measures to accelerate impact. Obviously, not everyone in the world is focused on every single area of interest here. One thing you can do is filter by focus area. When you filter by focus area, you'll see the most recent opportunities falling under your areas of interest. Let's take a quick look at some of the more recent posts added to the platform. We'll take a look at this one here. It's because the talk before ours was about searching for experienced coordinators. So this is a post from an organization called AIMPLAS. They're indicating here that they can coordinate an upcoming proposal. So here's the call identifier code linking to Cordis, to the portal, the deadline for October, and it's an innovation action. So it looks like AIMPLAS, they are seeking partners to join the consortium they're putting together. Sometimes this might mean we're helping them build a consortium from scratch, or maybe they're just seeking one extra partner or a few extra partners to round out the consortium. Maybe they need a very specific expertise. That could be what's happening here. So they're seeking partners for this upcoming call. They can act as the coordinator, the work package leader, the consortium partner. And here they've added some really important tags to their post. So these expertise tags feed into the machine learning algorithm that Michael touched on, the recommender engine. So we encourage you to be very liberal with these, but also be as specific as you can. Add them to your posts, add them to your individual profiles. That way the machine learning algorithm can kind of kick into gear and help optimize your partner search. So the best possible partners from across the CrowdHelix network. They've added some text here about what they're looking for. Keywords within the text also fit into the machine learning algorithm. And then down here, individuals can leave a public comment, essentially indicating their willingness to work together. If you want to remain confidential, you can always send a direct private message. And if you see a post and you think it might be interesting for a colleague, whether at your organization or outside, you can share this opportunity. So you can find them in the drop-down menu here. For example, if I wanted to send it to my colleague Michael, I could search for him. Or if I wanted to send it to maybe an SME or something within the orbit of my institution, maybe they're not even members yet, I can still do that by filling out their information. They won't be able to engage in the post in the same way if they're not yet members, but hopefully they can benefit a consortium of our members, and then they go on to join CrowdHelix. Let's take a quick look at an organizational profile, maybe Malta. So this is just an overview of University of Malta. If I had one suggestion here, it would be to add some tags to the organizational profile. That way you'll have a better optimized partner search. Here's the most recent posts from your organization. As I mentioned, individuals can profile themselves too, and Alexander has added lots of nice tags to his individual profile, feeding into the machine learning algorithm. Another nice feature here that you can use on the platform are groups. This allows individual departments or faculties or laboratories to profile themselves autonomously underneath the umbrella of the wider organization. This is a really good way for a laboratory or a faculty to maybe raise their profile within the European research area. Taking a look at this one here, so Precision Oncology Center at the University of Antwerp. This is Debbie's little kingdom. She can do what she wants here, invite her colleagues to participate, and they can raise the profile of their group and participate as such. Looks like they've submitted a post for a stage 1 deadline from last week, offering her expertise. So you don't always have to look for a post with a coordinator. You can also offer your expertise. And it looks like she's had some success here from both Finland and from Turkey. So once the stage 2 deadline for this passes, we'll follow up with Debbie and see what kind of success she's had, and then hopefully add it to the success stories page Michael showed you before. Maybe the most important part of the platform is posting. Anybody who has access to the platform can submit a post offering or seeking expertise. All posts are moderated by us, so nothing goes live straight away. We make sure it's an open, tangible opportunity for collaboration. We check everything from spelling and grammar to making sure that it's relevant to the platform. But it's simple. You add a title, seeking collaborators for an upcoming call. You can find the call identifiers here in the drop down here. So Horizon Europe is open. So you can pick one, or if it's not a Horizon focused opportunity, you can leave this blank. So this one is focused on raw materials, a deadline of September 23rd. You select your organization. So focused on raw materials, you can post in up to 3 helixes at a time. So I would suggest maybe materials, maybe that's cross-cutting with manufacturing. Maybe it's cross-cutting with one more, maybe in some way digital, or maybe circular economy. Once you're done, how do you want to act as in the consortium? Like AIMPLAS, do you want to coordinate, or do you want to be a consortium partner? Maybe you want to lead a work package. This is where you add those ever important tags to your post, feeding into machine learning. You can pick them from the drop-down, or you can add them yourself. Add as many tags as you'd like. It helps optimize your partner search. Describe your opportunity, so add some text, specifically what you're looking for or what you're offering. Who do you want to be able to view your posts, so CrowdHelix members only. Extended network means that we can share the opportunity using that share button that I showed you a minute ago. And public means that we can display it on our social media channels. Submit for approval. It comes to us for moderation, and then it goes live on the platform maybe 30 minutes to an hour later. And we get to work flagging it to the best possible partners. One more important feature here are notification settings. As I mentioned, not everyone is focused on every topic in the world, so the individual user here can subscribe to the areas of interest to them. So if I'm interested in COVID-19 and health, but maybe I'm not at all interested in solar energy, I can unsubscribe from those areas. We suggest you keep these notification settings up to date. That way you don't miss opportunities that come through the platform. When people post, you'll be notified if someone posts in an area of interest relevant to you. Instantly, daily, weekly, or never, if you really want to check the platform on your own volition. Do you want private messages? Do you want to receive comment notifications? And do you want to receive opportunity recommendations? These are all important features. One more final point of note, each community on the platform has its own page where you can come to it and read more about it. And each Helix community, as Michael said, has an organization leading. So maybe offering to coordinate calls or host brokerage events on their campus, basically driving engagement in a specific area. This is a Horizon Europe focused community, and you'll see more of those popping up as time goes by. Some of the major players within that community, some of the missions, some scope, some general overview, some resources, and the most recent posts. You can get in touch with the Helix leader, or you can get in touch with the member of staff at CrowdHelix on our side, who can give you more information about that. University of Malta, I'm happy to say, is leading the Marine and Maritime Helix. You can come here and find more about that if you're not up to speed yet. Other organizations that are quite involved in this area are here. And contact my colleague Maureen if you'd like to learn more about posting in this Helix or engaging. And you can see we've had some nice recent activity. So those are the main platform features, I think. If there are any questions, I invite you to unmute your microphone and ask away. Otherwise, thanks for your time.
Many thanks, Case. So thank you all for your time this afternoon. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to take them now, or if not, feel free to get in contact with us afterwards. But if there are any questions, please feel free to speak up now. Nope. Okay, so we'd like to thank you all for your time this afternoon, and please feel free to get in contact with us at any stage, and wishing you all the best and every success with your Horizon Europe applications.
Thanks, everyone. Nice presenting to you today, and have a nice afternoon.